Hey guys, welcome back to Chaos Core Tech. My name's Garrett, and today we're going to be making the king of all monsters, Godzilla. Alright, so as you can see, this was modeled in ZBrush. This is something I just kind of decided to do last minute. I think I had the idea to start modeling it like 30 minutes before I actually started modeling it. And I was just looking at the poster, because as you saw in the footage, he's posed very similarly to that. But I was looking at the poster, and I'm just like, I bet I could get that to print with no supports. And, you can't really see the bottom half of him, but I'm just like, I bet we could do this. But ultimately, it wasn't that hard of a model compared to some of the other stuff I've done. It only took about 6 hours to model, and I basically just used Z-spheres to get the main shape. I used clay buildup to kind of build on the muscles and just make them look generally alright. The spikes were probably the most difficult part of it all, but I just created one basic spike shape, copied it a whole bunch of times, changed the size, and tweaked it so they didn't all look the same. And then I used the ZBrush noise plugin to put on the scale texture that you see there. It took a bit of tweaking to get right, but I just love the noise feature in ZBrush. Makes things look so good. So now that the model's done, the next thing to do is get it printing, and we actually did a little test print here. I just wanted to confirm that it would actually print with no supports, which it did, and then just make sure there weren't any weird spots, because sometimes ZBrush can do some weird stuff, so tiny test prints are always the way to go before you print the big guys. And with that, we have our finished Godzilla. This really makes me wish we still had our Gmax so we could just print this thing massive, but it still looks really, really good at this scale. And what you're seeing right here is the scale that I have it at in the file. We printed this on our Prusa MK3 in the Prusament Galaxy Black, and this thing looks amazing. We actually didn't even paint it. This is straight off the printer. Chelsea, we just had a little bit of stringing because we didn't have the temperature right, so Chelsea took a lighter to it and just cleaned up all the strings, and this thing looks glorious. I have a hard time even seeing any layers in there because not only does that texture help kind of hide the layers, this printer did a phenomenal job with this. And like I mentioned before, this model does print with 0 supports, so you can just slap it into your slicer.
Larry, what the hell are you doing? Larry, you can't just... Oh,
Larry! Oh, are you all right? How did...
Larry!
But this model is available right now over on Gumroad. I will put a link down in the description. And we actually tried something new with this model. We released it a couple weeks before the video went up and let people print it ahead of time. So we actually have a bunch of pictures to share of people that tweeted me their Godzilla prints. So as you can see, there was a ton of really cool Godzilla prints in there. There were even some SLA prints, and then we've also got a few people that have really, really big Godzilla prints that are in progress, but they didn't have time to finish before I made this video. So here's some progress pictures of those. I put their Twitter on there. So if you want to see those finished prints when they're done, follow those people over on Twitter. Also, there's kind of a battle going on right now to see who can print the biggest Godzilla. So if you want to enter that race, make sure you tweet me your pictures. I am at ChaosCortec. You can also tag Chelsea at Chelsea423. Both those links are down in the description. And feel free to send us any of your Godzilla print pictures. We'd love to see them. Hey, Editing Garrett here. I'm popping in real quick because I forgot to talk about one of the prints. I'll put the picture up right here. It is from NLTMW, and he used a filament that changes colors based on heat and stuff like that. It's super cool, and he's got a ton of really cool pictures over on his Twitter. So go find his pictures on Twitter because they are really, really cool. All right, back to the video. And I might actually do this releasing models early thing in the future. I kind of liked it, and it's fun to let people send in pictures and include them in the video to get it a little more community stuff going here. So let me know if that's something you would like to see. And my primary way of interacting with people is Twitter, so make sure you follow me over there. And keep an eye out for future prints, and you might just end up in a video. Alright guys, well if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like that smash button, hit that subscribe button, and if you want to support us further, you can hit that join button next to the subscribe button down there. It all goes to help keep this channel running and keep bringing you guys videos. Alright, thank you for watching guys, and until next time, keep creating.